Hey Tesla friends, I'm back again. Been going for a while, and I'm gonna try to use this lower resolution format, so gonna save a little memory space, easier to upload and download for you. But anyways, this is about the supercharging. It looks like it's probably going away midnight of July the 15th, 2018. This is from Ben Sullivan's Teslamic YouTube site. I know he's pretty popular, and I'm sure people like that get inside information. He's even talked about his inside source. Um, so it looks like free supercharging is going away. So if you don't get the supercharging now, you may not get it, and that could be a savings of, I'm estimating, maybe up to $1,000 a year value there. So it's definitely something worth it to get. I just don't really like the way Tesla presents certain things. They didn't say anything about this. They're not giving the public information, giving us a chance to get the free supercharging. The same thing with premium data. What happened with that was that ended at the end of June. But they announced that only a few days before, so we didn't really have a chance to buy a car and get the free premium data, which is worth $100 a year. Yeah, of course, is also, quote, rumored, since Tesla wasn't really telling us what the real cost will be, especially starting July the 1st, we would have to pay for the premium data, so why wouldn't they let us know what the price is? So it's I don't like the way they do this. They need to give us information on a timely manner. And matter of fact, if you sign up for their email list, or as an owner, we're not getting this information. A lot of times it's late. A lot of times it's not showing up. The things I've talked to so far have not even been told to me. Or if you put your email address in the website to get Tesla information, as far as I know, nothing's been coming out. I guess if you read the Tesla news, if you follow it, and maybe join Twitter and follow Elon Musk, you'll probably, that's the way information's getting out, and it shouldn't be that way. It's kind of unfortunate. Tesla needs to officially put this information out. So there's a lot of bad things, in my opinion, that's happening at Tesla, and there's so easy to fix it, but they don't. And another bad thing about autopilot, and some people that have autopilot feel like this is not a valid point, but let's say if they didn't have autopilot, I think they would agree with me, but this is the point. When autopilot came out, autopilot 1, it was totally free, and you got all the sensors, the ultrasonic sensors, and the radar, and the camera. It's all free. So back then they had the parking sensors, and it only had 8 sensors, and not the blind spot sensors that autopilot has. You had to pay $500 for that. So when the autopilot came out, it was kept a secret, so it just kind of appeared on cars, and for some reason nobody spotted them until, or I didn't hear it in the news, until they made the real announcement that it's out. And when they made the announcement, I think they said if you bought a Tesla within the last 3 weeks, you might have the new car with free autopilot. Or with the autopilot on there. So I thought the way they handled the rollout of autopilot was really poor. Um, what they should have done was the $1,000 discount that they had given to people in the previous referral programs to buy the car. With a referral, you get $1,000 off, and supercharging back then, I think. And now supercharging, free supercharging, is going away soon. But they shouldn't have given that $1,000 away. They should have kept it in a special account. And when a new major change happens, they should be able to use that money to discount the older model by about 10-20%. And I did a real quick calculation a long time ago, and it seemed like, based on how many cars Tesla was selling, that would work. And now people that buy the older model without the new feature, major new feature, they're happy because they're getting 10-20% off. It's not a surprise. So, but anyways, I think Tesla, Ben said one time that he thinks autopilot should be free. Well, everybody that's gotten autopilot so far has gotten it free. And let me explain what I'm talking about. Basically, what happened was, a few months after autopilot came out for free as a standard feature, they made autopilot an option package, and you had to pay $5,000 for the option package for autopilot. So but to remember this, they cut the price of the car by $5,000. So essentially, autopilot is still free. And actually, the people that paid for autopilot are the people that don't have autopilot in their cars, the classic cars, because the classic cars just went down in value by more than $5,000. So they're the ones that paid for the people that had autopilot. They gave it for free, and that's kind of sad because Elon Musk could have made autopilot a paid feature that he will make money off of. So it's unfortunate, and it's almost like saying the full self-driving will be free. That's essentially what they did with the autopilot. So also with autopilot, another funny thing's been happening. You know how Tesla says everybody pays the same price, but from talking to people, that doesn't seem to be true. Some people that did not initially order autopilot got a free 1-month trial, and then afterwards Tesla offered them to sell them autopilot for $2,000 or $3,000. I can't remember the exact number. It's either $2,000 or $3,000 even. So that's definitely not fair. And one person I talked to, his car was only like a few months old, several months old. So it's a brand new Tesla, basically, a few months old, and he could have bought the autopilot for $2,000 or $3,000. When Tesla is saying to you that if you buy it after you get your car, it should be $6,000. So that's proof that not everybody pays the same price. Also with the semi truck, the tractor trailer, I mean, when that thing came out, I was reading that Pepsi placed a big, large order and didn't have to put any deposits down, the reservation deposits, and whereas other companies had to, and us as consumers for cars have to, but Pepsi gets the break and doesn't have to put reservation deposits down. So that was in the news, and it seemed to be reported by worthy news people. So again, there's another example. You know, I try to make things equal, try to warn you about what really happens in the Tesla world. I know Tesla seems to have this aura of I guess have a great company. But there's a lot of things going on that are not great. Let's put it that way. So, sorry about the format here. I'm more about getting the information out. I don't edit my YouTube stuff yet, so it doesn't look good. But please like me, subscribe. Please listen to me for the information that I put out, because it's information that you probably will not hear from anywhere else. Also, the Model, let's say the biggie thing is Model 3 car. The big bad thing about that car is that Bluetooth, using your cell phone Bluetooth to unlock the car doors, are not reliable. As a matter of fact, it might only work 20% of the time, depending on what cell phone you have. The rumor is it depends on your cell phone. So I'm very surprised that not that many people talk about this online, but there are some. But anyways, stay tuned to my channel. Come back, subscribe, hit the bell, so that I can build up a following. I'm hoping that I can win some prizes. Share with you some prizes possibly. Hopefully I won't get in trouble from Tesla for doing that and other things and saying what I just said, but they've retaliated before, and hopefully they won't anymore. But anyways, let's look for my next YouTube video. Thanks.